Hi guys, this is Sydney. So as you can see, I'm at the beach in Sydney, and the last 2 days, including the new moon in Taurus day yesterday, there was really heavy pour of rain all day long, all night basically. And then today everything cleared up, the sun came out, and I came to the ocean and I went into the water to sort of embody the element of water in my frequency, to be water, to be wind, to be air. And the message that came was, as I was looking into the waves, and then as I was looking at all the surfers, what I realized was sometimes we don't realize that we are so programmed to be afraid of the waves. But when we learn to ride it, it no longer can scare us. It can be a fun play. So in survival, we've been living with so much fear, and moving into the age of light, we are learning to embody, and we are in this integration period to allow flow state to take us forward, move us forward like the waves. So when I was standing against the waves, I was scared of the waves coming on a subconscious level, and also I had to be very tense and try to control to not be shaken. But when I turned back, when the waves were coming, they took me forward and I was able to enjoy it. And the more I let go of the tension, the more I was flowing with it. So we're all learning to surrender at this time. And I just felt like I wanted to share that for anyone that may resonate with that at this time. When we look at all the surfers, the more they're relaxed, the more they're not in tension but in ease. We call it letting go, however it is, releasing, and then being one with the water, being one with the waves. That is a oneness. So when we are integrating and allowing ourselves to align one within ourselves, everything becomes easier as life carries us forward. And what we are provided with is a fun play. So it allows us to perceive life as play rather than a struggle, like trying to stand, trying to not break when the waves are coming, trying not to fall down or fall off, or try not to let the waves knock you out. That's the survival way that we've been living under. And when I just turned back, it was just a little bit of shift, turning this way to the other way. And then when I remind myself, which is reprogramming, right? Like a computer system, do not be afraid of waves. Let the waves carry you. And then with that, trust I'm allowed to let my body feel at ease, and then the fear dissipates, and in that moment of waves coming, it's carrying me forward. And even if I'm falling down, it's breaking me apart. I'm kneeling, it's carrying me forward. And as that happens, I feel at ease. I don't have to use force. It's just moving me forward. It's like gliding through, sliding. And I'm not using any force. I'm not using any effort. I'm not using my mind. What I'm only using is to release tension and go into ease and be one with the waves, meaning align with the waves, and it carries me forward. Align with life, it carries you forward. You see resistance and flow. So, and this NBC, all this, the snowboarders or this like snow jumpers that I saw in one of the videos one time. All this like world record holders, when I see them, they have no tension in the body, and they jump, and then they slide, and then they land. So all these games, this Olympic games, or this like or even surfers, it's like a game of how you can be one with what you are, who you are, where you are completely, that you no longer exist in your identity of who you are, but you disappear, your identity disappears, and you are one with nature. And we could call that inner alignment if someone resonates, right? When we are aligned, when we are clicking inside, everything moves in flow. And sometimes we don't need to make logical senses out of our gut instincts or intuitive hits. And that's what is coming is a way of life for the new golden age. So I was just feeling called to share as I was in the water, connecting with it, also learning to embody that more. And as that came through, I started to remember the 777 portal that I was in Bali, in this Pacific region. So the number 777 could be very significant for you. Lots of 111, 1111, 44333, however you resonate, 555. I'm just feeling called to share these numbers. So I'm just doing that. So wherever you are, I'm guided to share that you may want to reflect or take a moment, pause, reflect in any form that you that puts you in that state. You can, anything can be your tool. What areas are you resisting? What areas are you not allowing? What kind of fear are you holding onto that's not allowing you to flow, that's not allowing you to live at ease? So that's a question, if you resonate, that you may want to look into in the also in the month of Taurus season as well, is what I'm going to share. And this Taurus season, the energy is about rooting down security within. So we've been really heavily working with the security within, clearing the root chakra. And yesterday on the new moon in Taurus, I kept feeling Pluto the moment I woke up, the Pluto. And later I received the information that the new moon in Taurus was squaring Pluto. And then I believe on the 30th or so, we're having the Venus in Taurus, and also the Mercury will go into Taurus. And I was sensing this energy when I was recording that transmission, looking into the ocean a couple of days ago. And so everything is now aligning with the energy of Taurus, very earthly energy, very consistent, solid. So this is the building of the foundation, or the new foundation, where as a collective we've been working very hard on to remain in our sovereign power. That means we are allowed to discover our own truth, and my truth could be different from your truth, and your could be different from someone else's truth. You see, that's the sovereign era. But at this time, we are fighting for, debating over, conflicting over, having a war, whether my truth is better or right. You see that duality consciousness? So we are moving into that oneness where everyone is aligning with their own truth, and we are respecting and allowing these truths. And that's the energy of peace that we are to further anchor down on New Earth. So the sun is very strong today. I'm enjoying it. And today when I was taking a photo of the sun, the energy was very strong. And Archangel Michael has been coming through pretty strong since yesterday. And as you may be aware, there may be a lot of things coming up in the collective, in politics, and economics, and social dynamics, however it is that you resonate at this time. There's a lot of things surfacing, and I kept tapping into that energy of crime for some reason. Crime, a lot of these crime scenes will be disclosed, whatever crime that is, in a form of deception that have been playing out. That's not in alignment with the energy of integrity, energy of truth, energy of honesty. So it's really interesting that the colors that I'm noticing is deep blue and green with deep red right now. So we are connecting the heart, the third eye, with the root chakra very heavily at this time around this new moon right now. And then we are going to have the full moon in Scorpio. And Pluto energy is a very powerful transformation. So whatever it is, you may be triggered, or there may be some shadow energy that you need to integrate further into the light, may come up in the month of Taurus, not to hurt you, but to strengthen you, to help you, to heal you, to empower you when you are not afraid of it. Just like the waves, when we are not afraid of the waves, it can carry us forward when we are not resisting, going against it, to not let it break us. But when we allow the waves to break us, it leads to a lot of healing. It can lead us to some sort of realization, an awakening, just a slight shift like that I described earlier. Just I was looking this way and then you just pivot and you turn this way. It's a whole different world. It's a whole different way of living, just like that. And wherever you are, with whoever you are with, you can call in Archangel Michael if you're working with this energy at this time. That when you integrate with Archangel Michael's energy this year, he's going to give you a lot of energy of courage to speak your truth, to be in your authentic expression, wherever you are, whomever you are with. So allow that to integrate within your frequency if you're feeling called to and resonate with this message and Archangel Michael. He's working with Metatron is what I'm going to share for the ascension for at this time this year in 2025 with a lot of souls who have done a lot of inner work and they're to further raise their frequency that Gaia needs. You see, the Gaia, the planet needs, the universe needs you at this time. And I was at a mall yesterday. The energy was very heavy. And then I sat down at this place on the corner and I was watching all these people walk by. And I was feeling really tense, dense programming energies. And it's not to judge or label anyone. It's not to criticize or what is right or what is, good. What is good or bad. And all of a sudden I start to feel this deep sense of compassion because they're unaware. They're not aware of this heavy programming that's been going on, that's playing out in their subconscious field, that's locking them up right now. And I start to, cry inside, not shedding tears, but I had this really energy coming up. And so another thing that I'm guided to share is that as you are integrating your energies to align further within as oneness within, that is the oneness with everything, that everything is a part of yourself on a greater scheme of things. And when you start to embody that frequency, you carry that energy of compassion that is radiating out. That doesn't mean you are to fix everyone. You are to validate people who are seeking the light of you because they sense something on a subconscious level that we have to allow them to do their own work. That's the only way for them to ascend. And they need to realize something within themselves. So that way we can help them. We're not sending judgment towards them. You see, that's holding love and light in detachment, in discernment. So we are not to negate, we are not to label anymore what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, releasing all this negativity. And we have a lot of heavy programming that we may not be aware, that we may entertain unconsciously, subconsciously. So at this time, if you resonate, you can simply observe, take a moment to go into self-awareness of where you are labeling, where you are judging based on this morality duality. And then once you are aware, it's being released. And something you can do is you can write it down, you can burn what you wrote down, you can simply write them down as if it's all removed, you're freed, whatever that's lingering. We are being supported once again. So that's the message that is coming through for me to share. So I'll just quickly show you the ocean for you to connect with it. So look at the waves. Take a moment to connect with that energy. And with this Lemurian codes transmission, I'm going to share that link in the description box down below for anyone resonating and feeling called to connect further. That's to help you further embody the oneness within, to create that inner alignment within, to be one with everything and everyone. That's going to put you in the energy of peace, harmony, and abundance. That's the frequency. So connect with Earth is also what I'm going to share in the month of Taurus, where it's a heavy Earth sign and it's very slow moving, right? Taurus has a lot of that stubbornness or determination or perseverance, depending on how we utilize the energy, right? So it's also represented with our comfort zones, and we are being called to get out of our comfort zone, of our own programming of negative duality, judgment, the morality, judgment, labeling someone and labeling yourself, or without you realizing, subconsciously, unconsciously, comparing yourself, competing with others. If that comes up, you are your own unique self, and we are not meant to compete and compare. You're beautiful as you are. You are uniquely radiant as you are, and you are to be your own, and that your existence is enough for you to deserve the abundance. And this may be very difficult for many people in the collective to embody this frequency, but I'm guided to remind you, right? Your existence doesn't require anything. So another message that had been coming up ever since I was in Manila for the past month or more was the origin. So we are to remember our origin, further integrate this energy in this very heavy Earth Taurus energy in the month of May, or the Taurus season. So slow and steady wins the race is what is coming. So it may slow you down. You may feel like you want to indulge in one of your comforts. Allow yourself to enjoy. But another thing that I'm going to share is that there is difference between pleasure and joy. Pleasure is more of an attachment, fixation, addiction, whereas joy is aligned with freedom. And with that, the lighter you are, the farther you can go, and higher you can fly up or move up, however that resonates in human language terms right now. So that's what I'm going to share. So with that, I'm sending you lots of love and wishing you a beautiful sunny day wherever you are, or a lovely day. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.